What's going on? Welcome to Korean American Expat. So, yeah, today I want to just talk about safety. You know, yep, it's one thing about I can say about South Korea. The safety measures are really good here. You know, you know, even if you have some sorry to get into this, nuisance streamers like Johnny Somali. But over here, if you come and not be a nuisance streamer, you can kind of just, be left alone. Do what you want, walk. And, even walk late at night, 2 in the morning, the chances of you getting assaulted by somebody is rare, It's very rare, Maybe even if the, what is it, old ajishi, that means older man in Korean, might be drunk, but maybe that's the extent of it. But rarely, you're not gonna get messed with here in Korea. Nobody wants to mess with you. And plus, as I said in my other videos, there's really no small talk, No one wants to bother anybody. It's quiet, very quiet, And like I'm just walking in the afternoon, minding my own business. Now, if I was in the West, yeah, I could still do this in the West. And of course, I could run into people. I mean, it's different in the West, in the US. You can say, what's up, So, yeah. And, you could just check things out here. But, yeah, I rarely have anyone says anything to me. And, of course, I could still just, walk and talk. But the safety is unbelievable. And, and sometimes, I can even come into a little bit of a shelter here. There's actually CCTV all over the place, even at the shelters, or like a little get-together area, So you could kind of see it all. So yeah, it's pretty simple living. So I just didn't want to be there. I didn't want to bother the guy in case my presence would annoy him. But yeah. So safety, it's great on that aspect, and of course, if you're a female, 2 in the morning, most of the times, you can walk here in safety. And here's another thing I forgot to mention, like a coffee shop, and this is how safe it is here. You could leave your stuff and not 1 inch has moved from that spot. Things that I would do, here would not be things I would do back home in America. Another thing, left my stuff. And actually, yesterday when I was doing my video, I left all my computer stuff on the desk. I just closed it up, left it there, left for 2 hours, did the video yesterday. And guess what? Everything's still there. Yeah, because sometimes, once in a blue moon, my internet goes out at home. So sometimes it might take a day to come back here in Korea. So I'll just say, all right, I'll just go to coffee shop. And I did all, my work at the coffee shop. So now I'm back home. But yeah, it's so safe. And that's one thing I like. I could just safely go out and not having a fear of anyone bothering me. I could just sit down, relax. Because that's the good thing about Korea. Of course, I do miss the small talk. I'm kind of an extrovert, I'm very extroverted, but I just don't want to go up to Koreans because they're like, what the hell? But overall, safety is great. Safety is so good here. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, you're not going to have it safe, but, you know, you're going to still encounter maybe one idiot who wants to be stupid or one that's mentally disabled. But the thing is, you don't see a lot of like mentally disabled people. Now, you have them around you, you know, but they're not likely to bother you, you know. They're not likely to bother you at all. Maybe once in a while, like one bothered me the other day. I'm like, dude, don't talk to me, man. Don't. You're getting a little aggressive, you know. That might be the extent of it. But yeah, you know, you do have your weirdos, but not to the extent like in the States where you're on a public transportation like in subway or a bus and you're gonna deal with, oh no, I'm crazy. You're gonna deal with that back home, you know. Expect it. I even expect it. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm getting on an LA subway, and guess what? There's a weirdo. He's already like, don't touch me, don't bother me. There's a weirdo on the subway going, oh my goodness. And he's like talking to himself like, oh my God, don't talk to him. And he's like talking to himself or him or her. And he's like, don't back screw with me. I see you. Like stuff like that. You know, you're going to see that back in the States, you know, because we got all kinds of crazies in the States, you know. And even, you know, even on the college campuses, sometimes you're just like, holy moly, I don't want to be here. Luckily, I don't have to like step on a college campus unless, you know, I'm there to maybe see a sporting event, you know. But like, yeah, if you're like going around the college campus and you're seeing like, you know, some weirdo folks like, you know, you didn't pronounce my pronouns correctly. I'm just like, yo, I don't even live here anymore. But you offended me. Dude, chill. You know? So, I screwed up your pronouns. To me, it's just a he or she or him or her, not you're there and over there or them, they. I'm like, no. We don't have that issue here in Korea. Last time I checked, and sometimes, you know, I go to Seoul, you know, and sometimes they have those protests, but I'm not near any of those protests, and I don't have some person trying to correct me about, you screwed up my pronouns. I'm like, get the hell out of here with that crap. Go back to the US, you know, where they're going to just tolerate that. So I'm just like, yeah, the safety. So that's one thing, yeah, I really do like. And yeah, it's really quiet on the front, you know. People are just minding their own business. Yep, kind of going against this traffic here. As you see, there's some, I'm on a main street, but I'm going to get under the bridge. But yeah, they're just like, no. Everyone minds their own business here, you know. Even a biker just goes by, minds his own business. And I'm about to go under a bridge right now, you know. So, yeah. There's none of that crap that goes on. So, yeah, the safety. And of course, just a reminder, there's CCTVs everywhere, you know. So if there was some sort of crime one of us commits, so like, look, CCTV. You know, so yeah, it's much safer here in, yeah, good old Korea and Japan. You know, I've been to Japan, yeah, and even, you know, Philippines. I feel more safer. You know, of course, I wouldn't like leave my stuff there in the Philippines, but you know, I never felt threatened in the Philippines or even Thailand. You know, because you follow the law. Follow basic law. But in the US, yeah, that's where I'm like, okay, I'm back home. Yup, I got a head on my swivel. I got everything. Just check in, make sure I don't get jacked. Nobody out to hurt me back in the US, you know. but we kind of know how it is in the U.S. And even if you live in the nice places, you're still like on guard. You're still like, yo, check your surroundings. And of course, I'm like that here in Korea because of, even after 10 years, my U.S. upbringing, I still kind of do check. I remember when I first came to Korea, they're like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just checking my surroundings. You don't need to do that. Yeah, but you just have to know what's going on, You just have to see this, and you're just like, yeah. You're just like, damn. So I'm going down some stairs, but yeah. So you're just like, okay. Oh, I'm going through some bumpy stairs here. Yep, there you go. So yeah. So yeah, but you still got to take precautions no matter what, and just hope for the best. But yeah, in Korea, it's just pretty much mild. I'm able to just walk freely without going, who's behind me? Who's gonna try to jack me? Who's gonna try? In Korea, nobody messes with you, unless you cause problems. But I'm not a nuisance streamer like Somali, and that's the problem. Coming to Korea, they think this is so soft, but the lesson that Somali's learning right now. So that's just an example of don't be a nuisance here. Just come out and stream. All right, so yep. If you want to give me a like, hit comment. Yep. Korean American Expat. Yep. Give me one of those if you can. It's free to do. It doesn't cost you a dime. All right. If anything goes, yep, it goes. And again, I will definitely see you in my next video.